Students, now we are going to discuss about the Snell's law. In question అడుగుతారంటే మనల్ని obtain the relation between angle of incidence and angle of refraction, or how do you verify Snell's law experimentally అంటారు. సో మనకి ఇక్కడ Snell's law ని experimentally verify చేయాలన్నమాట. So the apparatus required for these experiments are one glass slab, some pins, one chart, pencils, scale, pro circle or protractor.
For this, take a white paper and draw two perpendicular lines MM and NN. By using a protractor, we have to note down the values of angles 0 to 90 on either side of M. Now place a semicircular glass disc so that its diameter coincides with the interface line mm and its center coincides with the O. Now take a laser light and incident normally. The light does not deviates from its path. If you change the angle of incidence, then there is a change in angle of refraction. If you observe, for the angle of incidence, angle I is equal to 15 degrees, then the angle of refraction, angle R, is equal to 90. We have to note down each and every angle of incidence and corresponding angle of refraction on a notebook. For the angle of incidence 30, if you observe if the angle of incidence is 30, angle of refraction is nearly 20. 90 కి 20 కి మధ్యలో ఉంది కాబట్టి 19.5 గా మనం తీసుకోవచ్చు అన్నమాట. In the same way, for the angle of refraction, if you observe the video, for the angle of refraction 40, the angle of incidence is 25. Okay, here for each and every case, the angle of refraction is less than that of the angle of incidence. If you observe, for the angle of incidence is 50, the angle of refraction is nearly 31 degrees. So in each case, angle of refraction is less than that of the angle of incidence. Why? Because here light passes from air to glass. That means from rarer medium to denser medium. So when the light travel from rarer medium to denser medium, the angle of refraction is always less than that of the angle of incidence. Why? Because here the speed of light in air is more than that of the speed of light in glass. So here glass is the denser medium and air is the rarer medium. Okay, so by using this, we have to verify the Snell's law.
So students, ఇప్పుడు మనం ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ లో యాంగిల్ ఐ వాల్యూస్, యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్సిడెన్స్ అండ్ కరస్పాండింగ్ యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ రిఫ్రాక్షన్స్ నోట్ డౌన్ చేస్తాం. దీన్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని హౌ డు వి వెరిఫై ద స్నెల్స్ లా. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫార్మ్ ఏ టేబులర్ ఫార్మ్ విత్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ వాల్యూస్. అంటే యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్సిడెన్స్, యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ రిఫ్రాక్షన్ వాల్యూస్ని బేస్ చేసుకుని మనకి టేబులర్ ఫామ్ రావాలి. టేబులర్ ఫామ్లో ఏముండాలి అంటే యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్సిడెన్స్ ఐ, యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ రిఫ్రాక్షన్ ఆర్, సైన్ ఐ, sin r, and the last column sin I by sin r. From our experiment we observe that. So angle of incidence 15 ఉన్నప్పుడు angle of refraction 10 ఉంది. In the same way, for I is equal to 30, R is equal to 19.5. For I is equal to 40, R is equal to 25 degrees centigrade, 25 degrees. For I is equal to 45, R is equal to 28. In the same way, for angle of incidence 50 degrees, angle of refraction is 31 degrees. So if you observe the table, there is a change in angle of incidence, there is a change in angle of refraction. But if you observe the last column, sin I by sin R is always constant. So angle of incidence మారే ప్రతిసారి angle of refraction కూడా మారుతుంది. కానీ sin I by sin R కాన్స్టెంట్ గా ఉంటుంది. That constant is called as refractive index of the material, and this is called as Snell's law. N is equal to sin I by sin R. That is the Snell's law.